Ready, set, hunt.
Just the two of us, building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, Jackie and I. Welcome, you guys. It is just the two of us now. It's your girl, Britt Johnson. You can follow me on all social media at I am Britt Johnson.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Jackie Ray. You can follow me everywhere at JRay the Fanatic. Every time Britt sings something, I just go into dance. It doesn't even matter what she sings. I'm like, oh, this is what we do.
Right. Best hype man ever. And you make me want to keep going and everyone else, shut up. Stop.
Right.
It's Jackie's fault when I keep going now because she seems like she's
I know, because I'm like,
so
hey.
I get into these honorable mentions. This first one, I am talking about my Dallas Cowboys, who are clearly trash right now. That's why I just have my colored sweatshirt on, Fresno State repping. But Jerry Jones was asked this week about if the Cowboys are tanking or going to try to get a better draft pick. But he said this: tanking has nothing to do with the performance of a player, the performance of a coach, the performance of getting better, the performance of things you do to try to win the game in mind. Could you make a decision to play a younger player more, or a player that you're going to be pretty firm that you're going to be going forward with contract-wise, then a different situation? The answer is yes, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. You make sure that these guys get reps. The only thing we have is to keep getting better in the NFL and getting reps, and a game reps are precarious, hard to come. So Jerry Jones literally is saying that, like, I mean, I bench some of our stars and have these little young guys playing, but we're just trying to get them more reps because obviously worst the worst, they can build a better team for next season with the younger guys and then have the older guys come back in and not be injured after this season. Mm-hmm. So I get what he's saying. I don't think we're purposely trying to tank because we don't necessarily need to yet because, again, we're in the NFC East and we're still doing okay. Jackie, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I think he's right. I think what he said was actually spot on because no matter who you are, if you're a veteran or if you're a young guy, he does expect performance. He said that it's all about performance. Yeah. So if you're on that field, you're expected to perform. But at the same time, if you know that, you know, like I've said it before in a couple of other things we've talked about, no one from the NFC East is going to the Super Bowl. That's not going to happen. I don't care who wins that division. So at some point, I do. Like, I know this. So at some point you might want to just see, you know, what investments have you made? Because sometimes you really don't get to see, you know, how guys are in practice. They might look great in practice. They might not look good in a game. So you have this investment, maybe find out if you made a good one. I think he's spot on. But no matter what, when you're on that field, you're expected to perform. And I can't believe I'm giving Jerry Jones a gold star for this comment, but I am.
Well, after Jerry, dinner was yummy. I know you guys are no boomerang out here, but that was a boomerang reference. Watch it. It's a good movie. Eddie Murphy. Anyways,
it's a great movie.
Go to another old school person that maybe you guys don't remember this of him, but Chris Collinsworth was at a point in time a NFL player. He is now a commentator. Most of you guys know him for, but they found footage of him in an interview very on in his career, and it's super cringeworthy. Play it, Dave, and then we'll go to Jackie's reaction.
Okay. Being a bachelor and playing football have a lot of similarities between them. You go out and there's not anything in the world any more competitive than going out and trying to find the girl. I like girls that aren't too bright because you can trick them a little bit. The punk rockers all love me. Those are my big girls, and high school girls love me. 14 to 18, I'm a big star with them. As soon as they mature, after about 18 years old, they start figuring out that, wait a minute, I know there's better than that out there, you know.
14 to 18, them high school girls love me. Jackie.
I mean, I mean, all I'm saying is he probably got R. Kelly on repeat in his car because what? And the fact that he just said openly, like, I don't like them to be too smart to know that they can get better.
That was an era, and that's why, like, we could talk forever about the whole R. Kelly thing, but I'm like, I think really a lot of these guys were doing it back then. Like, literally, Chris, he literally was just like, oh, the high school girls love me, and then he specifically said age 14 to 18.
Yes. And then, I was talking to a friend of mine about that. He said the exact same thing you did. He's like, that was just the era. And then he played this song, which I'm sure everybody remembers it because I've actually heard it on commercial. And he goes, she's just 16 years old. Do you remember that song? It's like in a whole bunch of Honda commercials. Yeah. And the dude at the time was like 28, 29. Right. And I was like, maybe you're right. Maybe it was just that time.
Elvis Presley married Priscilla when she was 14. People always forget that. Like, this was like, it's super cringeworthy now. And then, like, he was very comfortable saying that in an actual interview. Like, that was like, wasn't like creeping with friends, and he said it like to his boys and someone recorded it. Yeah. He was in a sit-down interview and my guy said that. That's how normal
they were comfortable posting that interview. That's the thing. Like nowadays, even if you say that, they're not going to post that unless they're trying to drag you and end you. You know what I mean? Like now, if somebody were to say that, they would probably cut the camera and be like, Mike, we don't do that now. Say something else. They would totally warn him.
Police online too. We have somebody that's a potential.
Like, we just left. You got another one? Like,
all right. Well, that is it for honorable mentions. I have no words, Chris. I hope you're not with the Jackie, what you got for us on Athlete Trash Talk?
Woo. All right, for Athletes Trash Talk, this one's going to be fun because, sometimes you just want to leave. You don't like your job, you want to leave, and that is exactly what Kyrus McKinley out of Atlanta wants to do. He posted some tweets basically saying, get me out of here. He wanted out last year. This first one says, these Atlanta Falcons turned down a second-round draft pick when I requested a trade last year. The same Atlanta Falcons turned down a 5th and 6th round draft pick from multiple teams when I requested to get traded this year. I only have 17.5 career sacks. Bunch of clown emojis. That's probably what pisses people off, those clown emojis. You can literally say whatever you want. As soon as you get to them clown emojis, we got a problem. And of course, they do have a problem because Coach Raheem, he's the interim coach, as you guys know. He also said that he doesn't think this is the way to handle it. He said, unfortunately, the trade deadline for the NFL is not as popular as the one in the NBA, and people get confused. The wrong way to go about it is definitely the way TAC is handling now, and to pout. I mean,
pouting in that picture.
Right. They got him pouting in that picture for sure. And I've been there, though. I've been in positions where you want out, and unfortunately, because either financial reasons or in his case, your team just don't want to let you go, you're stuck in a situation you don't want to be in. But I do think Coach Raheem is right. You don't pout about it because it makes you look bad for the next organization. You know what I mean? You got to look like you're professional enough to just play through. But they did fine him an undisclosed amount of money. I wonder how much they fined him for pouting.
He got it. Let's see. It was $5,000 this week for ashy ankles. So what is the fine? Crying in the car. What is the fine for crying in the car?
Would it be less? It would be less, right? Or ashy ankles are worse for you. We talked about this.
Would you rather want a guy, if you were dating a guy, like this is the NFL, we got to look at it as dating, like the players are bruised. Would you rather have a guy that has ashy ankles or is crying every time you say something to him?
Ashy ankles. I'll put the lotion on myself. I'm not dealing with no pouting man.
No, the pouting gets a bigger fine. That's
okay. There it is. Bigger. Oh my goodness. So you guys know this election has got us all kind of just unnerved right now, and it's just a hot mess. And CJ McCollum has been on the forefront of talking about social change. Now on Tuesday, 45 lied, and he declared he won, and then when he knew that wasn't going to happen, he also said that he felt that the Democrats were stealing votes, and he was going to take legal action to look at that face. He's going to take legal action to try to get a recount. And so CJ took to Twitter to address said recount. And he basically said, a recount with a 20,000 loss just means you're going to lose twice, which is a fair statement, because 20,000 is a lot. That's a lot of votes. That's not like, we're not talking 10, 15. I would say recount those, but that's a lot of votes. But fear not, Republicans to the rescue, because a former Wisconsin politician, he said after recount in 2011 race for the Wisconsin Supreme Court, there was a swing of 300 votes. After a recount in the 2016 presidential race in Wisconsin, Donald Trump numbers went up by 131. As I said, 20,000 is a high hurdle. It is, and it's not 300 or 131. This is a say less moment for me. What do you think?
Yeah. Absolutely. I was just like, wait, what? So what are you? I after the second try, I'm like, well, what side are you on? Because you just proved his point, right?
Right.
Like, didn't he just prove the point?
Not so, but logic is not the most prominent thing in this election year. So I don't know.
I know. Literally, the funniest thing ever I've seen. The most contradictory thing is supporters in one state stop the vote, in the next state count the vote. Like, which one y'all want us to do? Count. And how you gonna be mad to count all the votes? What?
Right.
And then you like
stop
being patriotic? What?
Right. It's
what?
Too much. It's too much. All right, you guys, but that's all I got for athlete trash talk. Britt, do you want to do our first clap back?
Yes, I have now got to join Jackie in this comment clap back. We are just going to go back and forth reading them. Dave, my guy. We aren't just the two of us. We do have a third person here. Our guy Dave is too. Obviously, he's running the show from the background.
Right.
But Dave, my first comment clap back, because I'm joining the club now. Giannis Antetokounmpo prepared. Oh, so that's the video it's from. Okay, I'm learning how to do this. The person said, Britt and Jackie are the truth, but these stories are lies. Clickbait. Well, this is
you
true.
Have a story about
because I do have a story. I did a story this week about Bronny James and his new little boob, maybe. I don't know what she is exactly. But the title said big booty IG model. Well, Bronny DM'd me and decided to correct me, but then he watched the video and realized I did not say anything. I was like, I specifically said she was not an IG model because she didn't have a lot of followers, and I said she did good things because in between some of her little thotty pictures, she was posting Black Lives Matter stuff. So I was like, she is a decent girl. I just suggested that Bronny get somebody his own age because she did seem older. But Bronny corrected me and said she was only 17. So, this is fact. We do not do the titles. Read the story, though. Watch the story. Yep. Don't be a title reader.
Title reader. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get to this next one. This one is funny to me because it says, Jackie, you sound like LeBron. I don't know if that means because my voice is deep, but I think you guys should know by now that anytime you say I whatever, LeBron, I'm always going to take that as a compliment. Just fun fact.
You can tell Jackie she looks like LeBron James, or she has a hairline like LeBron James, and she would be like, thanks, I just got it done.
I would, because all I'm hearing is you look like royalty. No matter what you say, all I hear is you look like royalty because I'm resembling the king in some way. So thanks, I guess.
Love it. Dave, what you got next for me? I'm doing good. Britt Johnson sounds a little intimidated by this girl's beauty. Who was it? What video was this off of?
That's the same one. The LeBron, the Bronny girl.
No, she's 12. Okay, I'm not competing. First of all, Bronny slid in my DMs. Okay, so I'm not intimidated. He slid in my DMs. Different, but it's still a DM slide.
It's still a slide. Let's not get it twisted. It's still a slide. All right, let's get to this next one. I love that. All right, this the LeBron James reacting to the crowd and, the Trump people that's saying LeBron James sucks. And this says, the Fumble is trash right now. Please unsubscribe to this lame ass show. It ain't worth a second of your life. But yet you took several seconds to write that. And you're trying to tell other people, stop. You'll be back. You probably here right now. Stop playing.
Hey, boo-boo.
How you doing?
We got any more? Yes?
Yep.
Okay. What's the point of making this video if 40 seconds into it, you're claiming that you don't think it's true? This is definitely one of my videos. I am not responsible for what stories we do or what randomly happens in the news that day, okay? This is the NBA offseason. I say over and over again, I hate NBA rumors, but I still got to talk about them because I ain't got else to talk about. So that is what it is. And I am allowed to give my opinion, which is I don't believe the rumor is true. But I do have to let you guys know that the rumor is out there and let you guys make your decision yourself. So.
Yes. Unbiased journalism. I like it. I think we have one more. Do we have one more or is that it? Might be it.
That's it. Well, it is time for the games of the week. And my game of the week is actually going to be Jackie's team. I got the Saints and Bucks game. So these are the two, right now, these guys are the two leading passing quarterbacks in the NFL history, basically. And they are going up against each other on this good Sunday, and it should be a really good game. I am going to be watching it. It is also obviously a battle, and I feel like both teams now are seasoned in. I think is Michael coming back this week? Are we getting Michael this week?
He practiced on Thursday. So did Emmanuel Sanders. Haven't gotten the official word yet. I'm sure we will. But I'm pretty sure they have to play because Antonio Brown is playing. So
yes. That's my other point, because I was going to say, hopefully Michael's back up in and Emmanuel Sanders, and then we're going to be seeing Antonio Brown start for the first time. So I think this is going to be a great game.
Yeah, I'm excited. This one has to go our way because, like Britt said, it's a division game. We're 5-2, they're 6-2, so we need to get this win. My game, because we talked about this during the live, and how much I'm rooting for Cam Newton. This game falls actually on my birthday. So it should be a win because it's Patriots' birthday to me. Happy birthday. See, every time she starts singing, every time. It just
He's like, okay, I'm showing the pictures. Keep talking now.
Right. He's like, otherwise I'll keep going. So this one, you guys know, the Jets haven't won a single solitary game this season. I have said that this is a must win for Cam Newton because if he goes out there and does something like he did last time, doesn't protect the ball in a must win situation or throws an interception, I don't really think you have a choice. I think you have to bench him at this point. So this is a must win. You need to win on my birthday because I'm rooting for you. Yes, that's why I'm going for that. The Pats on that one.
All right. Well, everybody head to the comment sections now and wish Jackie a happy birthday weekend, and Cam Newton, wish her a happy birthday weekend with a win for the Patriots. I know we don't usually like the Patriots, but Jackie's birthday, it's Cam Newton. We need y'all to win for Jackie's birthday. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that stuff, and we will see y'all next weekend. Happy birthday to ya.